The Grumpy Rock and the Stolen Sun. In the whimsical world of Aerthos, where clouds were as solid as marshmallows and the wind sang silly songs, lived a young boy named Kael. Kael had a very important job. He was a professional cloud bouncer. Kael's best friend was a grumpy floating rock named Iggy. Iggy didn't bounce. He mostly just hovered and complained about the weather. "It's too sunny," he'd grumble. "My moss is getting dry." One day, a frantic sky sparrow delivered a message. The legendary sun crystal, which kept Aerthos warm and bright, had been stolen by the mischievous shadow sprites. "This is terrible," cried Kael. "Without the sun crystal, all the clouds will turn into soggy gray mush." "Fine," Iggy sighed. "I'll help. But only because I can't stand the thought of soggy clouds. It's bad for my complexion." So Kael and Iggy set off on their grand adventure. Their first stop was the Whispering Woods, where the trees told terrible jokes. "Why did the Scarecrow win an award?" one tree whispered. "Because he was outstanding in his field." The trees rustled with laughter. Iggy was not amused. Next, they had to cross the Giggling Gorge, a wide chasm spanned by a bridge made of wobbly jelly. With every step, the bridge wobbled and jiggled, making silly sounds. "Boing, splat, wiggle, wobble," it giggled. Kael couldn't help but laugh. Iggy, on the other hand, was not having a good time. "This is undignified," he grumbled as he slowly hovered across. Finally, they reached the Shadow Sprite's lair, a dark, spooky cave filled with glowing mushrooms and mischievous giggles. The Shadow Sprites were tiny, mischievous creatures who loved to play pranks. They had used the sun crystal as a disco ball for their dance party. "Excuse me," Kael said politely. "We need that back. Our clouds are getting soggy." The Shadow Sprites just giggled and threw shadow puppets on the wall. "You'll have to catch us first," they squeaked. Kael had an idea. He pulled out a bag of glitter he'd brought for emergencies. "Who wants to be sparkly?" he shouted. The Shadow Sprites loved anything shiny. They completely forgot about the sun crystal and swarmed around Kael, begging for glitter. While the sprites were distracted, Iggy floated up and carefully retrieved the sun crystal. With the sun crystal safe, Kael and Iggy made a quick escape, leaving a trail of very sparkly, very happy shadow sprites behind them. They returned to Aerthos as heroes. The sun shone brightly again, and the clouds were back to their fluffy, bouncy selves. "I suppose," Iggy admitted, "that adventure wasn't entirely terrible." Kael just grinned. He knew that from Iggy. That was the highest praise of all.